I sacrificed everything to buy my parents a farmhouse. I came back unannounced and found my frail father sweeping gravel in 100-degree heat while my sister-in-law lounged above him, sneering, "Watch it, old man." She had no idea who owned every inch of that property. My father was on his knees in the driveway sweeping gravel in 100-degree heat. My mother was washing quilts by hand under the blistering Georgia sun, her knuckles split and bleeding, and on the shaded porch above them, my sister-in-law Brittany sat in silk and designer sunglasses, sipping iced tea. I stood at the end of the dirt road with my duffel bag and didn't make a sound. I had worked 80-hour weeks in a Chicago basement for 6 years to buy that farmhouse. No heat, one meal a day, boots held together with duct tape, my bank account sitting at $42 while I wired $3,500 every month for my parents' medicine and groceries. My brother David had volunteered to move down south and take care of them. "They're loving the sunshine, Sammy," he'd say on our weekly calls. "Dad's doing great. Mom's basically living in the garden." I believed him. I was too exhausted not to. I watched my father stop sweeping for 1 second to wipe sweat from his eyes. That was enough for Brittany. She swung her leg off the wicker lounger and kicked the broom out of his hands. It clattered across the gravel. "Watch it, old man." Her voice was pure venom. "You're getting dust on my $600 sandals. Finish the driveway or you don't eat tonight. I'm not beating a freeloader." Beside her, Brittany's mother Brenda laughed into her iced tea. "Honestly, you have the patience of a saint. These people are like indentured servants, except they're incompetent ones." My duffel bag hit the gravel. The sound echoed across the yard. Brittany spun around, ready to scream at whoever interrupted her afternoon. Then she saw my face. Her sneer didn't fall. Not yet. She looked at my worn sneakers, my faded jacket, the dark circles under my eyes, and her brain made the only calculation it knew how to make. "Are you deaf?" She waved her hand like swatting a lie. "Get off this property before I call the sheriff. Use the service entrance if you're lost. Trash." I didn't speak. I pulled out my phone. 6 years of data lived in that banking portal. Over $60,000 sent for medicine, for groceries, for heating bills and doctor visits, and the property taxes on a house I owned outright through an LLC with my name on every line. I had wired $3,500 12 hours ago. Brittany's shoes were brand new Prada. The math was simple. Tap 1, user permissions. Tap 2, David and Brittany. Authorized access revoked. Tap 3, 3 platinum credit cards frozen. Secondary checking account frozen. All automatic transfers rerouted back to my primary holding. Done. I pocketed my phone. The guillotine had dropped. They just hadn't felt it yet. I walked up the porch steps slowly. Up close, the smell of coconut sunscreen and entitlement was nauseating. Brittany crossed her arms, still performing confidence. "David said you were a workaholic mess." He wasn't wrong. She looked me up and down. "Go wash up inside. And don't track mud on my hardwood floors." "Call the sheriff," I said quietly. She blinked. "Excuse me?" "Call them. Tell them you're trespassing on a property deeded solely in my name. Tell them you diverted $60,000 of my money for my father's heart medication, to buy Prada while forcing a man with severe angina to sweep gravel in 100-degree heat." Brittany's laugh came out wrong, shaky at the edges. "Your name?" "David owns this house." "David had access to a joint account," I said. "An account I just liquidated. This property belongs to my LLC. You own nothing here. Not the wood under your feet, not the ice in that glass, not the phone in your hand." Brittany's phone buzzed, then again, then 3 times in a row. She looked down. "Alert. Credit card ending 4409. Suspended. Alert. Mercedes-Benz payment declined. Alert. Checking account balance 0.0. The color left her face so fast, the spray tan looked painted on a corpse. "What did you do?" she whispered. "You have 3 minutes to leave with whatever you can carry." I tapped my watch. Minute 4, I dial 911 and show them the video I just recorded of you abusing elderly dependents. "That's a felony in Georgia." Brenda screamed, dropped her glass. It shattered across the porch. Cold tea splashed across Brittany's $600 sandals. 90 seconds later, the women who'd been sipping iced tea like queens were on their knees in the broken glass, clawing at my jeans, sobbing, "Please, Samantha, we have nowhere to go. Please." I looked down at them. Then I stepped over them and opened the front door. Full story on channel. Link below.